What's up, guys? Welcome back to Babe's Kitchen. Well, today we're gonna make some delicious turkey wings. You'll love it. And just so you guys know, Babe's Kitchen, the way the name came about, my husband always calls me Babes, so that's why I call it Babe's Kitchen. So it is my kitchen. I just wanted you guys to know. But let's get to seasoning up those delicious turkey wings. Okay, guys, so here we have our delicious turkey wings. I have them cut up. If you buy them in the store, you might want to have the butcher cut them up in the store. That's what they're there for. You know, they're very thick. So you might want to do that. So I already had them pre-cut by the butcher, and I did pre-rinse them in some apple cider vinegar. So I actually soaked them in apple cider vinegar for about 10 minutes, and then I rinsed it off. You know, that rinses off all the impurities. And I kind of just dried them off a little bit, pat dried them. So the seasoning that we're going to use ourselves some black pepper, some ground black pepper. We're going to use ourselves some adobo. I use the butter orange in it, but you can use the regular adobo. And we're going to use some garlic herb. This one is Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free, which is really good, and it's very flavorful. It has like thyme, basil, rosemary in it. It's very good. So we're going to use some garlic herb in it, and we're going to use some chili powder. Now this doesn't make it too spicy, so don't be worried. It just gives it a boost in the flavor. So a little chili powder, and then we're also going to use some Italian seasoning. This is great. This only costs $1 in Walmart. Has a combination of thyme, basil, oregano, different spices, which is really good. It gives a boost and kick to your food. And then we're also going to use one of these, my caldo de tomato, my bouillon. They have them in just chicken flavor, but I like the chicken flavor with tomato. That one is the best. And don't worry, the turkey wings won't taste like chicken. It just boosts that flavor. And then we're going to use a little browning sauce, and then we're going to use some ketchup. And then we're also going to cut up some vegetables. I had already pre-cut some vegetables. Let me show you them. All right, so the vegetables we're going to use some onion, and we're going to use some yellow pepper. These are like a little sweet. We're going to use some green onion, or some people call it scallion. We're going to use some garlic, of course. Give it that nice flavor. I cut up about 3 cloves of garlic because the meat is really thick. You really want it to sink into the food. And I cut up some red pepper, and these are not spicy, it just gives it a nice flavor, and of course some fresh thyme. So we're going to use those to season it. So let's get to seasoning up the meat. All right, so I'm going to season it up here. I'm going to throw my black pepper in there. I like to use a good amount of the black pepper. And get my adobo orange. You don't need to use a lot of this, just a little bit. You don't want your food to be salty. And get my garlic herb, my salt-free garlic herb by Mrs. Dash. Get my Italian seasoning. So this is going to be delicious. It has all these herbs flavoring in it. You guys are really going to love this. All right, and then get some of my chili powder. And my bouillon, it looks like this when you open it up. I'm just going to crush it and just put it in here now. This is all going to go in the pot. And just going to get in there with my hands. Make sure the seasoning gets all around. Okay, looking really good here. All right, so I'm just going to rinse my hand really quick. Okay, and right now I do have the stove preheating up on like a medium high so we could brown it. And just so you know, if you don't like to use browning, some people use brown sugar to brown their meat. You can also use that, and it's not sweet at all or anything like that. But I'm going to put a little browning on here. All right, and I'm just going to stir that in. Get that all stirred in. Okay, we got the browning stirred up. I'm just going to add my ketchup. You just squirt a good amount of ketchup in there. And then we're going to just stir that up. Okay, got my ketchup all stirred in. So what we're going to do now is just add this to the pot. Like I said, I had it preheating on a medium high, and we're just going to brown it really quick. Okay, there's some olive oil in the pot, so we have it browning in the pot here. I just brown it on each side, maybe for about 2 minutes or so, or even less. So after 2 minutes, we just flip them over, let them brown. And then what we're going to do is add our vegetables in the pot. So we'll let it brown a minute. Okay, see our wings? It took maybe about a minute actually to brown it on both sides because the oil was really hot. So it's nice and browned. And I did have it in some vegetable oil. I used a little bit of vegetable oil. You can use olive oil. It just depends on what you want to use. But I did do it in some vegetable oil. So now we're going to add our veggies to the pot. And I'm going to turn the stove down on a medium. One moment. I'm going to get the veggies. Okay guys, so we have our veggies added to the pot, looking delicious. Our thyme, our garlic, green onion, red pepper, yellow peppers, looking beautiful, and some regular onions in there. So what I usually do, I like a lot of gravy, so what I usually do, I add some water to this, and this is gonna cook down or stew down for maybe about, I usually do it for about an hour and a half. Sometimes it can go to an hour and 45 minutes. But don't be worried about the time. This is definitely worth it. During that time, you could multitask. You can fold some laundry, vacuum, do a little vacuuming, wash up some dishes, make your side dish, make your rice. So believe it or not, that time goes by really fast, and it's definitely worth the wait. So let me just add a little water to the pot, and I'm going to cover it up. Okay, as you see, guys, I added the water to the pot. So the turkey's soaking like in the water a little bit, so it's going to build up a lot of good gravy. You want it to have a lot of nice gravy, and you have a lot of seasoning, so don't worry about it. So this is just going to be delicious. And what I did was I put the water in the bowl where I had turkey seasoning, where the turkey came out of, to get all those extra juices and throw them in the pot. So now what I'm going to do is just cover it, and you can use any big pot. This is a Dutch pot that I use. If you don't have one, you can use any big pot to do this in. It'll work really well. So we're going to cook down these turkey wings, and we'll be back with our delicious cooked turkey wings in about an hour and a half. Okay guys, also what you want to do is you want to make sure you check on the turkey wings in between now. So I have it on a medium. You don't want to put the stove too high. You want these wings to cook really slow and good. So you want to check on it maybe, I usually check on it maybe every half an hour. Make sure it's not sticking. Make sure you don't have to add a little water if it's sticking or anything, but you shouldn't have to add any more water. It should be pretty good, but you want to check on it, like I said, every half hour just to make sure everything's okay. So again, we'll be right back with our delicious turkey wings. Okay guys, our delicious turkey wings are ready, looking beautiful. Realistically, these red peppers and yellow peppers, they normally melt down in the pot with the meat. I just put a little extra on top. I sauteed some and put some on top with some fresh thyme. I just like extra peppers. I love the way it looks. And then I also made this with a side of some rice and peas. You can make it with whatever rice you want. You can do Mexican rice, rice and beans, side of plantain, of course. So let me show you how the plate looks. Okay guys, there goes our wonderful, delicious plate of turkey wings with some rice and peas and a side of plantain. I put a little gravy on the rice. If you don't like gravy, you don't need to use gravy. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm sure you will. So again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up for a like. And thank you again for joining Babe's Kitchen. We'll see you next time. Bye.